All right, it's your boy Puffinstein, aka Spankdog, at YouTube. Like, comment, share, subscribe. You already know. Puffinstein 514 at Twitch, and Robert Lopez at Facebook. Um, Click the notification bell so you know when I go live or when I post. Let's get into it. All right, so the last couple of days, you know, it's my suggestions fault. Don't I'm not taking no blame for it. It's the algorithm. They keep chucking celebrity gossip at me and drones. But we're not doing that today. We're gonna keep it sports. A lot of stuff going on in sports right now. Just the NBA season alone for me, But the Juan Soto contract, I knew he got a new contract and that it was to the Mets, and I knew it was like $700 million. But then I was like, I wonder how many years it was. I asked my homie on Facebook. I'll check Facebook real quick to see if he responded. If not, I'll just check Google. I know it's got to be over 10 years. Ain't no way they pay him $75 million a year. I got to get a better internet connection. I bought a tab that has no Ethernet port. Then I bought an adapter, and the adapter don't work. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Got the response. Yeah, that's crazy. He responded. It's my homeboy, Jose. 15. Wow. It's a lot of years. Is that the first 15-year contract ever? I never heard of 15 years. That's crazy. Thanks, Jose. If you see this, I just seen your comment. 15 years. Crazy. I'm going to look up now, too, the first 15-year contract ever. Is Juan Soto's 15-year contract the first 15-year contract ever? The Mets on Sunday. The Mets on Sunday agreed to sign Juan Soto to a 15-year, $765 million contract, by far the largest pact in Major League Baseball history, which was finalized on Wednesday after a physical. I don't know why. Has there ever been a 15-year contract in the MLB? Excuse me. Oh, okay, here you go, guys. There have now been 28 Major League Baseball contracts totaling 10 years or longer. What are the other 10? Looking for the longest contracts in baseball. Longest contracts in baseball. All right, I should be able to tell you guys. Let me check just in case anybody's writing anything. All right, cool. Longest contracts in baseball history. All right, after Juan Soto, Yoshinobu Yamamoto, right-handed pitcher, signed for 12 years, $325 million. He'll be playing with He'll be playing with the Yamamoto. These are recent contracts. They just, they might have made it where you could contract the guy for more years. Julio Rodriguez, center fielder, Mariners, 13 years, $210 million. He also will be playing till 2035 for the Mariners. These are all recent players. Will Smith, Bobby Witt, Fernando Tatis. These are all contracts that end in 2034. Shohei Ohtani is probably the most. Him and Aaron Judge are the best players in baseball, in my opinion. Shohei Ohtani, 10 years, $700 million. He's the highest paid player. Hold on 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, my people. I'm still here. I just had a little technical difficulties real quick. Block it out so I can hang over here for a second. All right, so now I can start the cam again. Yeah, so but Juan Soto, 15 years. He just promised to play his whole career with the Mets. That's crazy. 15 years. You just signed into a 15-year contract. You know, to be honest with you, how many home runs did he hit this year? Let me check. BaseballReference.com, Juan Soto. So he had 41 bombs last year. I don't understand. 288 average isn't the greatest. I mean, in this era where batting averages have dropped, 288 is good for 41 home runs. He's an outfielder. All right. So, yeah, we're married to this guy for 15 years. He had 41 home runs and had a batting average of 288. I want to see what he did previous years. I'll bring the page up for you guys also, so I'm not looking at it by myself. Share this real quick. All right, so there goes Juan Soto's stats right there. I was looking up his contract. 15 years, $765 million. Oh, Soto can opt out after 5 seasons. So he's not married to us for 15 years. If he opts out after 5 years. Oh, no. Mets can void the opt-out if they increase the average annual value of the final 10 seasons. I think it's saying if they give him more money, they could keep him for the next 10 years. So if he destroys it in the next 5 years, he has an incentive to sign for the next 10 years because they'll be giving him more money. No trade clause. Soto has a full no trade clause. Soto will have access to a luxury suite and up to 4 premium tickets for every Mets home game. It's crazy, right? The Mets will provide personal security for Soto and his family for all spring training and regular season home games and road games. Soto will wear uniform number 22, which he previously wore with the Nationals, Padres, and Yankees. award bonuses. Soto will receive 8 types of award bonuses. Now, let me ask you something. If you signed a contract for $755 million for 15 years, would you still buy businesses and try to generate more money? Or would you be content with the $755 million that they're going to give you over 15 years? I would say the obvious answer is to be content, you know, because of the money, the paper chase, you know. You can either get almost $1 billion for your life, or you could get the billion and try to make more out of it and be all stressed out for the 15 years because making money is stressful. I would just take the money and relax. I'll play my baseball, focus on baseball. I wouldn't tackle any trucking companies or anything like that. Let me open my window. It's hot in here. These might be the last hot days in New York, so enjoy them while you can. All right, so they were talking about Trae Young also not have. Well, wait, I wanted to look at the how he's done the other seasons. I don't understand. He's. I see all these people saying he's not worth 700. Well, you got to remember it's over 15 years. So, that's not like Shohei Ohtani who's getting it over 10 years. Shohei Ohtani makes 70 million a year. Juan Soto makes 50 million a year. So, it's a little bit different. He's getting paid 20 million less than Shohei. So they're not paying him Shohei Ohtani money. But I'm looking at these stats. And the math ain't mathing. I mean, he was hurt one year. He was hurt. Was it 1 year? Nah, he was hurt 2 years. 2020 season, he didn't even really play. He only had 13 home runs that year. He only had no. Let me see something. Oh, in 2022, he had a lot of home runs. I hate when they separate it like that. But look, 2022 is this season, and this season. So he had 27 with the it says 2 teams. Oh, it was 2023 that he did it. Excuse me for the New York noise. That's NYC for you. You hear it? You could tell I ain't upstate New York. All right. In 2023, if I'm correct, no, it's 2022. In 2022, did he really hit? No, all right, that's the total right there. All right, cool. He hit 27 home runs in 2022. I was about to say, looked like they were saying he hit 50 something. I was like, nah, no way. All right, yeah. If you ask me if Juan Soto is worth the $750 million for 15 years, I would say no. He never even hit over 50 home runs. He never hit more than 41 home runs. And Pete Alonso hit 53 home runs in his rookie year. You know, he hits for average. He's hit for average before, you know, but that's not all the time, you know. He batted .313. That was his best average in 2021. Yeah. All right. We're going to move on. Juan Soto is not worth $750 million over 15 years. So we're going to stop sharing that real quick. Now we're going to move on to my boy Trae Young. All right, so they were talking about Trae Young not having an all-star for his whole career on his team. Now, Trae Young is a bad dude. You know, for him to have taken the Hawks to the Eastern Conference Finals, there's teams that haven't been to the conference finals in 30 or 40 years. And he took them there without an all-star. Put it like this. If Trae Young would have had somebody like a superstar on his team alongside him, you know, there's a chance he would have went to the finals. And maybe even, I don't know about won it. I don't remember who was on the Western Conference. Who was in the Western Conference Finals that year. But like I said, if he made it there by himself, what could he have done with a guy like Shai Gilgeous or De'Aaron Fox, you know, or Jason Tatum? You know, so, but we're gonna look at some of Trae Young's highlights because he's definitely worth watching. All right, so we're gonna bring that up right now. Let's watch the man at work. All right, guys. I'm about to play right now. Let's see what Trae Young got for us.
Yep. Opening quarter from Atlanta. Uh-oh. Oh, and he comes back and fouls it. Josh Christopher.
We don't have to talk about this, but we should. The first 5 minutes of the game quarter you are looking at. It wasn't a good one.
You get situations like you make the pass up the court, it's not there. Trae will get the ball back.
Oh! Give it go to Young. Fixed behind the back and throws it high off the VA. Trae Young now has 9. And you know what's going up? Well, 30-30. From nearly Trae Young.
He's your man. You're going to have space to shoot.
And last 3 for Jordan, 31, 26, 25.
That become a trend.
Here we go. Look how he brings the ball down the court. Wow. Oh, man. Yeah, that floater getting crazy. Here we go.
Here's Trae. Start the dance. Top of the key. Good!
Intercepted by Mays. He'll advance it to Young, who will skip into a deep 3 at the timeline.
A lot of speed.
He'll fire it deep and over Nance.
That's 35 footer.
Work on Trae Young, who will snap back the 3. The inbounds Gallinari handles. Out it comes to Trae Young. He'll fire the deep 3. Got it. Slam. They give it to Trae Young. He'll try to hoist from deep. Way outside. The 3 banked it in.
It goes.
Young in transition, in and out through the foul. Count it. Finals from a season ago. 3.
Z spins out. Herter to Trae. Head of the shot clock. 3 balls good. Shot clock. Noel defending. Good luck. Trae throws it up and in.
Still thinking about it.
Sideline. 3 points.
Who was that he cooked? Andrew Wiggins? I can't tell. Oh, man. Imagine him with LeBron James. I mean, not now because LeBron's older, but I mean, imagine him with a guy like LeBron in his prime, or Kevin Durant, or James Harden when he was lighting it up. But James Harden's more like, you know what's crazy? Trae Young reminds me of Allen Iverson. He's just a better passer, you know, and he can't score like Iverson, though. But there was like 1 or 2 years where Trae Young averaged 28 points a game, and I think he averaged like 28 points a game twice. You know, but look at how he be cooking people. This is craziness. I mean, just listen, a guy who's 6'1" in the NBA alone is it's a miracle. Especially now, it's just getting worse. The smaller, I'm not telling anybody who's 5'5" don't try to become an NBA player. You know, I'm not saying that. You know, look at Earl Boykins, look at Avery Johnson, look at Spud Webb. It happens. It's rare, but it happens. So anybody, I wouldn't tell anybody not to, you know. But one of the reasons Jaden Newman, pretty much they were saying he wouldn't have a shot from the beginning was the height. You know, even if he was taller, he would have had to change his shot selection. You know, Jaden Newman reminded me like a little Russell Westbrook as far as shot selection. But Jaden Newman was good. You know, he had the height against him. He's only like 5'6", is it? That's too short. You see guys like Trae Young and you know, I don't even know if Davion Mitchell is playing right now, but Davion Mitchell is like 6'1". You know, Ty Lawson was a guy who was 6 foot. I don't even think Ty Lawson was 6'1".
Leading to the defense.
Trey comes and rolls it in.
Whoa.
That might be the send-off. The only thing left now is to get some free.
Let's get a rewind on that. All right, look at this. At the very last second, he wraps it through his legs. You know, he kind of got no choice on this one. They're coming for the double team. And after he wraps it through the guy's leg, the other guy tries to steal it, and he crosses him so bad. He goes through the legs. Oh,
that might be the send-off. The only thing left now.
Yeah, I gotta figure something out. I need more bandwidth.
Trey comes up with it.
That's the whole play right there. Let me Dane. My bad for the buffer. All right, here
Still thinking about it.
Right, guys.
3-pointer, nothing.
Wrapping the legs. That's all out of desperation. You gotta do that. You gotta do this. Beautiful.
That might be the send-off. The only thing left now is to get some free.
Trey, a deep three, and
that's
a 6-point
off
lead.
the dribble too. That's off the dribble. What just happened? He crossed the over first. This is the last time I'm gonna rewind it.
That might be the send-off.
Right,
the only thing left now is to get some
off the dribble. Whoop. Got you.
Trey, a deep three, and a 6-point lead.
Nice
That's the dagger.
Uniform. Last time we saw Gallo in uniform against Minnesota was last January 13th, Dave.
Jalen out there. It's only his second appearance of the season.
Shimmy first.
And Trae Young is Young
Pick up that field goal
for 40. He's got 40 points in the game.
38%.
Trey. From deep.
Got it.
How you like me now?
30.
He got 30 points right there. Yeah, he's. You know, a lot of people didn't think he was gonna make it because of the size. When they shouldn't have given up Luka Doncic though. You know, as good as Trae Young is, Luka Doncic is he's a different kind of player. You know, I mean, in a sense, you know, the size is the difference. You know, but Luka Doncic, I would definitely would have, you know, if I would have given up Trae Young for Luka Doncic, I would have been kicking myself.
for Trey with his tie game at 65. Trey will launch over Kyrie and connect. 98-94 Lakers. Trey on the edge of the logo for three. And a turnover.
Oh,
Trey for three.
I stand correct.
Yes, we got it covered. Great camera work, guys. Thank you. Trey, a long one. Good.
Oh, man.
Trey.
Oh, my God.
That's a fadeaway he just hit. Look at this.
Where did that one come
It's a fadeaway. Watch.
That was a tough one there off the dribble.
Yeah,
tough
backwards.
Oh, my goodness. From
Antonio, 26-20. Long one for Trey. 11 first quarter points and his second triple.
Go back. Takes the shot. Throws it.
Trey from the sideline. Good. Wow. What?
Within their game, and like they did in the first quarter.
Nice. Step back.
Man.
Good again.
All right, look, I'm gonna show you guys something. Right, Trey Young wasn't even in the top 50 at the beginning of the season. You know, he started off slow. He always starts off slow. Well, not always, but the last two seasons he started off very slow. But then by the end of the year, he's in the top 10. And that's even more crazy because that means his second half of the season has to be brilliant. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like for the season, at the beginning of the season, for you to not even be in, let's say, the top 40, and then at the end of the season to finish in the top 40 is just crazy. That means you have to play lights out after the All-Star break, and he does it so far. He did it last year, and now he's climbing. You know, I'm gonna look right now too. I'm gonna show you guys what spot he's in. I'm gonna show you some of the other NBA leaders. You know, I'll show you a couple of cards too that I grabbed recently. All right, hold on 1 second. I got you guys right now. All right, I'm looking for Trey Young right now. I would have thought he would have been higher. Oh, wow. Look, guys, this is crazy. I told you guys. Yo, you know, because he's one of my favorite players. There's no doubt about it. You got to root for him. You know, he keeps getting closer to that 40% field goal percentage. And you got to remember, too, he's shooting a ton of threes. So, you know, once he gets to 40%, the field goal percentage is okay because most of the shots he takes is three-pointers, you know. And you got to remember, he's tiny. You gotta take that into consideration. But to be 17th in the world, he's the 17th best player in the world. He's averaging 21.5 points, which isn't the highest, but 22 points a game, along with 12 assists. First of all, he's the NBA leader in assists. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else is near 12.1. Matter of fact, the closest guy to 12.1 is 9 assists, I believe. Watch. We're going to click on the assists. And we're going to sort it by assists per game, the leaders. And there you go. Just like I told you, is in second place in assists per game. Jokic is a center. Jokic is, you know, I bought one of his autographs recently, and You know, I got the guy to come down to a number where it was pretty much what they've been for like 2-3 years. But so even though it was a little expensive, I still took it. So the Nikola Jokic that I bought, you know, it was a blessing. He's gonna win MVP again. He's gonna have 1 ring and 4 MVPs. And if he wins this year the championships, because when you got a guy like Nikola Jokic, you always got a chance of winning the playoffs. You know, he's looking like Mike Jordan. He's doing something that Michael Jordan's never done. You know, and I'm serious. You know, I seen something where they did the most valuable player ever in history, and it was Jokic. You know, and the stats were correct. It don't mean that he won as many rings as Jordan and Kobe and Tim Duncan, but the style of game that he's playing, if you look at these stats, look at Jokic right here underneath Trae Young. The man is averaging 31 points, 13.3 rebounds per game, and 10 assists. And he's a center. How do you get 13 rebounds, 10 assists, and 31 points as a center? The assist is just really impressive. You know, and he's got it under 4 turnovers per game. The ball is always in his hands. And I mean, like, his usage rating is crazy. You know, in order to have those stats, he got to have the ball in his hand all the time. Jamal Murray is probably the other person that touches the rock. And Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon are just waiting. They spotting up all the time. You know, yeah, I did this to talk about Trae Young, and I ended up talking about Jokic. But these are the top assist guys in the world right now. Jalen Brunson, Luka Doncic. James Harden is still the 8th best passer in the world. Chris Paul, 7th best passer in the world. John Morant, 6th best passer in the world. Tyrese Halliburton, yeah. You know, right now, Hallie, he got to use the assist because it seems like he can't drop a ton of buckets yet. You know, and LeBron James, nine assists per game. It's incredible. We're gonna sort back to the rating. Go back to the rating. Let's use the top 10 players in the world. Top 10 players in the world are Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Luka Doncic, SGA, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony Davis is at number 5, which is great. Karl Anthony Towns at number 6, which is really great. At 7 is Domantas Sabonis. You guys got to wake up. You guys got to wake up about Domantas Sabonis. He's like that. You know, Domantas Sabonis is like that. It's crazy. He's higher than Jason Tatum. Oh, man. LaMelo Ball, you're killing me. I got to click on it. He's going to say out. Say active, please. Active. All right, let's see the status. Active, then why does he only have 19 games under his belt? They only played him 26 minutes in the last game. 15 points, 11 assists, not bad. What's the percentage? They don't show the field goal percentage. They just show the 3-point percentage. Oh no, they show it. He didn't do the greatest. But like I said, he only played 26 minutes. He still dropped 15 and 11. He was passing a lot. He had 11 assists, 5 rebounds, 4 steals. Nice for his first day back. All right, we'll take it. You know, all right, LaMelo's active. That is a good thing, people. You know, he's one of the greatest players ever, I believe. You know, he just got to stay on the court. The numbers are crazy. You know, on years like this where he's not even healthy, he keeps missing a game here, a game there. You know what I'm saying? He's still 10th in the world. You know, he's averaging 30 points a game, LaMelo Ball, if you didn't know, with 7 assists and 5 rebounds. You know, he does have a high turnover ratio. You know, we can't leave our boy Victor Wembanyama. We'll cheat, you know. Jason Tatum was in number 8. I don't want to skip over him. Jason Tatum. To be honest with you, Jason Tatum is looking like the new well, no, Luka Doncic too. You know, Luka Doncic and Jason Tatum might be the 2 best players in the NBA right now. You know, Shai Gilgeous too, because he got the height. He's like 6'6", 6'5", so he's dangerous. You know, yeah, Nikola Jokic also. It's Doncic, Jokic, and Tatum. They are the scariest players in the NBA. You know, look at Victor Wembanyama, Cade Cunningham right there. Check that out, guys. You see that? You know, we'll show 14, Damian Lillard, 15, De'Aaron Fox, 16, Kevin Durant, 17, Trae Young. Yo, guys, Franz Wagner. I'm telling you, 25 points a game, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. You know, only 2. How you know, he's got his usage rating. His usage rating is real high, and he only got 2 turnovers per game. And look at Vucevic. That's incredible. You know, Vucevic is impressive. Jalen Brunson, James Harden, Scotty Barnes. Jalen Johnson came out of nowhere this year. You know, Jalen Johnson was nowhere near the top 50 the last two years. You know what I'm saying? He had a breakout season this year. Got 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists this year. You know, big applause to Jalen Johnson. He's tied with Devin Booker. Jalen Johnson, you know, doing as good as Devin Booker and Stephen Curry. You know, that's nice. You got to give it up to him. Doing better than Kyrie Irving, Anthony Edwards. You know, R.J. Barrett and Tyler Herro are doing good this season. You know, the Zion class is pretty good. You know, and if Zion only got 6 games played, that just kills me. Donovan Mitchell is underrated. You know, Donovan Mitchell is definitely underrated. All right, let's get to the NFL players real quick. Y'all guys got a great look at the NBA, how it's shaping up right now as far as all the best players in the world. Matter of fact, let me go real quick to the standings because stats don't mean everything. Ugh. All right, the standings for 2024-25. You know, I don't even know who won the tournament. All right, so in the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics and look at Boston caught up to Cleveland. They're 21-5, and Cleveland is 23-4. And the New York Knicks are in 3rd place in the Eastern Conference. You know, I don't sort by division, you know, or league or whatever. I sort by the conferences. So right now, Cleveland's in 1st. The Celtics, this is the Eastern Conference. Right now, the Cleveland Cavaliers are in 1st. The Boston Celtics are in 2nd place. The New York Knicks are in 3rd. The Orlando Magic are in 4th. The Milwaukee Bucks are in 5th. The Miami Heat are in 6th. The Atlanta Hawks are in 7th. The Indiana Pacers are 8th. Back in the days, we would have stopped at 8, but now since they have the play-in tournament, you got to name 9 and 10. So 9th place is the Chicago Bulls, and 10th place is the Detroit Pistons. Cade Cunningham got a playoff spot. Zach LaVine got a playoff spot. That's my guy, Zach LaVine, man. He should be playing better. You know, is he in the top 50? I can't go back to it right now. You know, look at Trae Young carrying the Hawks at a they're still in the play-in tournament, but just like 1 or 2 wins, and they're in the 6th spot. You know, Jimmy Butler is a problem. So, but I didn't see him. Is he hurt? Anyway, let's go on to the Western Conference. Okay, Western Conference. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has the Oklahoma City Thunder in first place in the Western Conference again. You know, and for all you guys, there's a man on the Oklahoma City Thunder named Jalen Williams. You know, if you know, you know. You know, and I just told you about him. So if you didn't know, now you know. Go check out Jalen Williams. He's serious. He's in the top 50. He was somewhere around like 19, 22, if I remember correct. You know, the Oklahoma City Thunder have been in first place the last 2 seasons. And I don't think they're going to get knocked out early this year. You know, there's a chance. You never know. You know, John Morant, you know, his cards went down so much when he went through the you know, the stuff with the gun charge or whatever. But now he's got them right back on track in second place in the Western Conference. Look at, it's funny because John Morant is in second place with the Memphis Grizzlies, and Dylan the Villain Brooks is right behind him in third place, the Houston Rockets. I can't believe the Houston Rockets are in third place. You know, I wonder how Jabari Smith Jr. is doing. You know, he was picked like 4th in one of the drafts. I wonder who are their main guys. I got to do it, people. I got to. You know, I stopped hearing the Let me bring this back up. Matter of fact, it doesn't even matter now. I'm gonna go to the NFL stats in a second. Let me see the roster for the Houston Rockets. What's going on here? There's somebody on their team that I'm not thinking about. Steven Adams. What's going on? Dylan Brooks. Tari Eason, Jalen Green. Those are the 2 big guys. You know, for you guys who didn't know, Tari Eason is 6'8". You better get with the program. Tari Eason is 6'8". He nasty, you know, and they picked him late. He was a sleeper. In Green, you would think it's in Tari Eason Green dunks. Jalen Green's only 6'4". You know, but yeah, it's Tari Eason, Jalen Green. Oh, Alperen Sengun. These are the guys. Jabari Smith Jr., Amen Thompson. Wow, the team has changed. Look, I'm gonna tell you the main guys that are stepping up for the Rockets that got them in third place. You know, Fred VanVleet. He's one of those guys that I was telling you about, like Trae Young, like Kyrie. You know, he's short. He's shorter than Trae Young. He's 6 foot tall, Fred VanVleet, and he got a ring. And he got a ring with Kawhi Leonard. You know, but Fred VanVleet. Even Cam Whitmore was a high pick in the draft. They got a good team. Look, I'm going to tell you everybody on the Rockets that are problems. Amen Thompson, he's looking good. Fred VanVleet, he's show improved veteran, great. Gets paid $42 million a year. He got to show up. Cam Whitmore, Jabari Smith Jr., Alperen Sengun, Jalen Green, and Tari Eason. That's all you need to know. I'll say it one more time. Tari Eason, Jalen Green, Alperen Sengun, Jabari Smith Jr., Amen Thompson, Fred VanVleet, and Cam Whitmore. Those are the standouts. I don't know how Jay Sean Tate is doing. I've seen him do good before. I've seen Aaron Holiday be a decent bench player. Dylan Brooks is a sleeper, and Steven Adams. They're really good role players. All right, so we're going to get to the NFL now. You know. Yo, how you doing, Jonathan? Good to meet you. Jonathan Shankup. God bless you, brother. All right, so we're going to go to the NFL now. Bring up the NFL on the page right now. Oh, no, I'll cancel that. Almost messed up, people. Hold on 1 second. We're going to take a look at the passing leaders, the reception leaders. We're going to take a pass at we're going to take a look at the running back leaders. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to bring up the page right now. All right, first thing we're going to do is the passing, of course. You got to go to the passing leaders first. All right, how are they sorting it by? They're sorting it by yardage. Right now, Joe Burrow has the most yardage. He's one of the best quarterbacks in the world. He's got 36 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. You know, Jared Goff is right behind him. He's also, I mean, these are guys that are not just throwing for yards. Their quarterback ratings are amazing. Joe Burrow has a 74 quarterback rating, and Jared Goff has a 65.6 quarterback rating. You know, after that, you know, they have Geno Smith, but that's by yardage. If you look at it, Lamar Jackson is having a better year than Geno Smith. I don't like when they sort it by yardage. We're going to change that. Let's go by rating. We're going to go by QB rating. All right. This is more like it. You know what I mean? Right now, by quarterback rating, Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the world. His completion percentage is 64.4%. Why is it so high, his quarterback rating? That's crazy. Maybe their record, he got 25 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions. And I know he's a running quarterback also. Well, Lamar Jackson is second in quarterback rating at 76. You know, he's got 34 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. Oh, my Lord. Yo, Lamar Jackson is going to win MVP again. Oh, wow. Yo, Lamar Jackson is just destroying it this year. I mean, overall rating 120. Oh, man. We're going to go. Should we go by overall rating? Nah. We'll stay at QB rating. Kyler Murray is in 4th place. Guys, people slept on Kyler Murray. They thought he was gone. Kyler Murray's not gone. You know, Kyler Murray has only 15 touchdowns. That's weird. You know, 8 interceptions. He must be running a lot. He threw for 3,000 yards. You know, he's a running quarterback too. So I wonder how many yards he has on the ground rushing. You know what I mean? Jaden Daniels. I actually copped some Jaden Daniels, I believe. Early. He's a rookie. You know, if I'm right, guys, Jaden Daniels is a rookie. And he's doing really good. You know, in your rookie year, 17 touchdowns, only 6 picks, 3,000 yards with 3 games left. 67.9 QBR. Matthew Stafford, number 6. Jordan Love. You know, Jared Goff. These guys are all close too in QBR. See, like, because Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and even Joe Burrow, they kind of set themselves apart. They're all the way up at 74, 76, and 79. But then you have like a drop off, and then it's like a 4-way tie. You know, with Kyler Murray, Jaden Daniels, Matthew Stafford, and Jordan Love, and even Jared Goff. And even Jalen Hurts. And even Brock Purdy. And even Patrick Mahomes. This is crazy. A lot of quarterbacks are doing good this year. You know, Derek Carr. Look at Tua. Man, Tua, it's, you know, at least he's been playing. Tua, the concussions have been getting in the way of his excellence, but I mean, he's excellent regardless. When a person gets hurt, it don't take away from their excellence. I just mean that it takes him out the game. And for you to be really like getting it going, you got to be in, and you get into that zone. And next thing you know, I believe Tua his name is Tua Tagovailoa. For anybody that has trouble with his name, like I used to, it's Tua Tagovailoa. All right. And yeah, I believe without those concussions, he would have been top 5 quarterbacks in the league, top 3 quarterbacks in the league. But, he got injured so many times, but he's doing good again. Let's keep our fingers crossed for him. I think he can have a good career still. They were saying that Tom Brady had early concussions, or Patrick Mahomes. I forget which one it is. Trevor Lawrence is there. Jameis Winston, but now we're starting to come down and see like Aaron Rodgers, Russell Wilson, they're doing mediocre. The guys that I told you are the best quarterbacks right now in the world. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow, Kyler Murray, Jaden Daniels, Matthew Stafford, Jordan Love, Jared Goff, Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy, Patrick Mahomes, and that's probably where it starts to have a drop-off. I don't understand what happened to Justin Herbert this season. He hasn't thrown a lot of picks. He didn't miss any games. I just don't understand the reason for only having 16 touchdowns. But that's pretty much the only thing that I see wrong, because he only threw 2 interceptions this year. But it almost looked like he's scared to throw a little bit. Justin Herbert, I would have expected a little more from. Baker Mayfield. And see, he got 3,600 yards, though. That's a little different. He got 32 touchdowns and 14 picks. That's different. I appreciate the 2 interceptions, but only 16 touchdowns. There must be something to that. I'm missing something with that. But anyway, let's go to the receivers. It's my second favorite. All right. It's glitching out real quick. All right, there it goes. All right, so now, oh wow, look at Saquon Barkley. People thought Saquon Barkley, wasn't, had lost a step. He's killing it this year. 5.9 yards per carry, 1,700 yards, 11 touchdowns, only 2 fumbles. That's nice. I went to rushing by accident. I was supposed to go to receiving. It's okay. I meant receiving is my second favorite book. We'll do rushing first. Derrick Henry. Josh Jacobs. You see the running backs, man, they switch up. Kyron Williams, I like. Bijan Robinson, I like. Derrick Henry, I like. Saquon Barkley, I like. Josh Jacobs, I'm just not familiar with him. Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm not familiar with yet. Chuba Hubbard, I heard of, but Tony Pollard, I've heard of. Aaron Jones, James Conner, I've heard of. I have actually some James Conners. I like him. Joe Mixon, Najee Harris. This is an easier category to break down. We're going to break down the top running backs one more time. Saquon Barkley, Derrick Henry. This is all in order. They're the ones with the major yardage, 1,700 and 1,500. Saquon Barkley got 1,700 yards. Derrick Henry got 1,500 yards. And then it hits the 1,100 mark. It usually does that every year. It dips. And then they all stay close to each other. So after Derrick Henry and Saquon Barkley, we dip. And then it's Josh Jacobs, Kyron Williams, Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Chuba Hubbard, Tony Pollard, Aaron Jones, James Conner, Alvin Kamara. Those are the top 10 rushing running backs in the NFL. After that is Jonathan Taylor, Joe Mixon, Najee Harris, Rico Dowdle, Bucky Irving, Chase Brown, James Cook, DeAndre Swift. And that's where there's another drop-off. Jordan Mason, David Montgomery, J.K. Dobbins. All of them solid rushing running backs. But, you know, the top 10 are the ones that are really getting it. I say the top 11. Throw Jonathan Taylor in there. All right, so we're going to go to the receiving now, guys. This, you know, the quarterback and the receivers are my favorite. You know, it used to be running backs, but they don't use the running backs as much as they used to. So, you know, I started getting into the wide receivers more because they utilize them more. You know, so Jamar Chase is the #1 receiver in the world with 15 touchdowns and 1,400 yards. Jamar Chase is a problem. Jamar Chase is a problem. Justin Jefferson, you guys who've been watching football, he's been a problem for about 3 years now. CD Lamb, another problem. Top 3 receivers. I would say Amon-Ra St. Brown is doing just as good as CD Lamb, if not better, because Amon-Ra St. Brown has 1,000 yards, but he has 10 touchdowns, you know. And CD Lamb has 1,000 yards, but he has 4 less touchdowns. I never heard of Jerry Jeudy. Maybe I should, have heard. Jackson Smith, Terry McLaurin, Brock Bowers, Brian Thomas Jr., AJ Brown, Trey McBride, Garrett Wilson, Drake London, Zay Flowers, Malik Neighbors, Cortland Sutton, Darnell Mooney, Ladd McConkey, George Kittle, Devontae Adams, George Pickens. But if we want to talk about the elite receivers right now, I'll tell you it probably stops at Brian Thomas Jr. So I'm going to name the top NFL receivers in the world right now. That would be Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CD Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jerry Jeudy, Jackson Smith, Terry McLaurin, Brock Bowers, and Brian Thomas Jr. for Jacksonville. That's probably where, it starts to not be that great. Big shout out to Garrett Wilson. AJ Brown is doing good, but then it gets a little degular, you know what I'm saying? So listen, in a nutshell, that's the wide receivers right now. Big shout out to Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CD Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and pretty much those are the top receivers in the NFL right now. All right, guys. So we just covered everything, man. I mean, we covered everything. We covered the NFL, the NBA. We even covered at MLB with the whole Juan Soto thing. There's no baseball to cover, but that's the biggest news in Major League Baseball right now. The Juan Soto trade. I hit you with the whole detail, every detail of his contract. You guys know who the greatest players are right now. We even looked through the standings. We didn't look through the standings of the NFL, but I got to get out of here, and I just wanted you guys to see this real quick. You know what it is. When they're doing good, you got to get it early. Got the Cade Cunningham Purple Wave. You know what I'm saying? I got this for such a great price. He's doing so good right now. And then look, Jamar Chase. That was the #1 receiver in the world just now. You know, I got this for a crazy good price too. You know, so yeah. Just wanted to show you these two before I got out of here. Cade Cunningham purple and Jamar Chase green rookie cards. Both of them. These are both amazing cards. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I got the Jamar Chase before he started going up. I got some Derrick Henrys too. I wanted to show you guys. I'm wondering if they came through yet. All right. You know what it is. You know what it is. Look, you could get this Franz Wagner for $1 right now. You could get it for $1 right now. This Franz Wagner. It's not gonna be $1 for long. The only way is if he gets hurt. But if he don't get hurt and he keeps playing the way he's playing, this you could get it for $1 now, and it could be $10 very soon. It could be $20. You know. Let me see who else. You know what it is. You know, I had to grab the Jared Goff blue real quick. He's doing it again. He did it last year, Jared Goff. You know, this is the Terry McLaurin I was telling you guys about. You know, he dropped down in the wide receiver column, but still, you know, I got it for a great buy. Look at Joe Burrow. You know, I had to grab the Joe Burrow. It is so hard to get Joe Burrow rookie cards for a decent price right now. Guys, Joe Burrow looks like he's like the next Patrick Mahomes, maybe. You know, it's between him, Josh Allen. Justin Herbert had a great year last year. I don't know what's going on. But remember, he only got 2 interceptions. Look, Cade Cunningham, again, that's a green. You know, that's like those seeds. This is the one that's in the casing. Those are both Cade Cunninghams. The different colors. They do that on purpose. You know, my boy that collects, he told me about the parallels that he likes to try to collect all the colors. But with me, I like to collect the colors that are rare. You know, so the rarer the better for me. Let me see something. If there's anything else I want to show you guys. A'ja Wilson, you know, it's the best player in the world. You know, last time I checked, you know, in the female end of things. You know, Chet Holmgren, I didn't see him. I think he's hurt again, man. Psst, killing me. I'll check after. Look, the Jalen Johnson, I grabbed him before he starts to go up. That's also a refractor. If you see the glow on it, you know, it's not a regular one. Another Jared Goff blue. I was hoping the Derrick Henrys had gotten here. Is that no? Look, another Joe Burrow. You know, you can see the RC. You see the rookie card right there. It's a little hard to see. But yeah, that's the rookie card stamp. You know, what's this? Jaden Ivey, Cade Cunningham. I guess I'm waiting still for the Derrick Henrys to pop up. All right, guys. I'll see you later. That's the hour of sports with your boy Spank. I covered everything in the sports world. You know, I'll catch you guys later. Much love.